As you know, the most conventional ways is by using explosives to get rid of any ERW in clearance operations. But the alternative that we are using at the moment is TJET500. It's whereby you physically burn the items found. Now, the whole system is non-explosive, so there is no explosive parts in this, and the system itself is non-explosive. It's only purely by burning the item that it functions. Normally used in special circumstances when you find an item in built-up areas that you physically cannot do any demolitions, and when you find more sensitive items that cannot be moved, you will use this system to destroy it in situ to make sure that there is no damage to local environment or then in any buildings where the item was located. The only restrictions at the moment is that it is for single use only, so you cannot do bulk demolition. So if you find one item, it can be used on one item. You cannot have many items and destroy many items with one charge. So one charge per IED, UXO, or then mine. There's minimal training needed, but training still needs to be done in the system, and good supervision must be when the system is used. And of course, you must have permission to physically use the items on the UXO that was found. TJET500 is normally used, or it was specifically developed for very thick metal objects, and it can penetrate up to 20 millimeters of heavy metal. So if you can see in front of me, you can physically see it's 15 millimeters of metal that it physically burnt a hole through to physically destroy the item that it was placed on. So in effect, this system can be used on any mine, UXO, or then IED that is currently found in Yemen. It's fairly simple. All the components is currently in front of me on the desk. Like I said, it is non-explosive, so it cannot detonate. It only burns, but only after you mix the chemicals together. So you have got your container. It's normal empty container like that. All you do is you mix the ingredients or your chemicals. You add water. You thoroughly mix it. You put it into the container. Close it, and you physically leave it for approximately 30 minutes so that the system cures. You have a igniter or initiator. It's similar to a match that has two electronic leads, so you can electronically set off the device from a safe distance. So you take this, put it close to the item that needs to be destroyed. You can initiate it from however far you want to be from that item. Initiate it, and this will then physically burn a hole through the metal jacket, and then initiate or then set the explosive that is inside alight to physically destroy the item. In front of me, you can see the difference between fragmentation, and this is physically when a bomb is detonated. So it has a high order detonation. You will see the edge is much sharper than with deflagration. Now, this bomb was destroyed by using this method. You can physically see the hole that was burned through, and you can see that although we had a high order detonation on this, the edges is not as sharp as this, so this is then categorized as deflagration, and this one is fragmentation. So there's a big difference. That's one of the only other drawbacks, that you might have a sympathetic detonation whilst using this system. So it's not 100% guaranteed it will be destroyed without a detonation. There is some instances where the item can still detonate, but it will be a lower order, as some of the explosive might have burned before you get the actual detonation.